The most exciting news that I have is about our upcoming bridal show. It's coming in the summer of 2018, so it's not too far away. It's a completely new concept. And when I say completely new, I mean not only has it never been done in Knoxville, it's never been done, period, across the nation. And we've actually figured out a way to guarantee your return on investment. So that's super exciting for everybody involved. First, I want to tell you what it does, and then I want to tell you what it is. So first, we've decided that it's going to be best if we could streamline the process from pitch to profit, elevate the client experience, increase the quality of leads, make vendors more memorable, continue engagement with potential clients even after the show, and lessen the time and expense required to participate on both sides, so the vendor side and the bride side. What it is, so the first question that we got about the bridal show more than anything was the location. Where will it be held? And after some thinking, we decided that the best location was going to be everywhere. And what I mean by everywhere, I want to be in the purse of the maid of honor. I want to be in the living room of the mom that lives in Ohio for the bride that's planning in Knoxville. I want to be in the dorm room of the girl that just recently got engaged. I literally mean we want to be everywhere. And the best way to do this was to have an online bridal show. So with our online bridal show, let me tell you how we've been able to streamline the process from pitch to profit. Imagine a virtual bridal show example. In this example, your booth is a promo video. Your business cards and your marketing materials are a downloadable PDF. Your appointment book actually auto-books appointments straight to your Gmail or iCalendar. Your conversation that you'd be having with the bride within your booth is our live chat feature. Your prize drawing or your raffle is an email entry or a tag on your Instagram feed. And your signage is posts and links to your Facebook business page and your Instagram feed. Now don't worry, I'm going to go over the website and show it to you at the end of this so you can understand a little bit more about what we're offering, but I really want you to understand the power behind doing everything online. So we've been able to elevate the client experience. First, we limit objections to attend. So as far as time, travel, and money, those things aren't an obstacle anymore. There's no good high pressure sales, there's no spam, and there's not going to be any contact from vendors that a bride wouldn't want to hire. We've made a site that's easy to navigate so a bride can find exactly what they need. And we've made it possible to shop for vendors in an environment that allows the bride to research and plan. We're able to increase the quality of leads because we have curated lead lists. That means if you're a florist and a bride's already hired a florist, you're not going to get their name in their lead list. You're only going to get clients that are looking for exactly what you are selling. What that means as a whole is the clients on our lead list are less likely to unsubscribe from their email list because they're getting bombarded by services that they don't need anymore. And they're more likely to remember your specific brand. Now also, you're going to get the contact information from every lead that interacted with your business. So if you've ever done a bridal show and you were overwhelmed with the response and you had some people turn and walk away before you got to contact them and talk with them, that's not going to happen at this show because when they reach out to you, we're automatically going to be able to give you their contact information, wedding date, and their email address and let you know that they were interested in your business the day of the show so you don't miss a lead. We've got a way to make vendors more memorable. One way is our Second Chance Tuesday. So our bridal show is going to be held on a Sunday, and then we're going to have a Second Chance Tuesday the following Tuesday night where the brides can re-enter the show, and after they've had a little bit of time to research your company, they can book you. We've got a wedding advice section that's going to be featuring our member posts with great wedding advice because after all, we're going to be the resource for expert wedding advice. We have a wedding planning guide that encourages repeated visits to the BrideLink website and also to our vendor directory. And then we flipped it a little bit. We're going to give out a bride lead list, so don't worry about that. But we're also going to give out a vendor lead list. So there's going to be a downloadable directory of all of the show's vendors and marketing materials and their contact information. So a bride has a go-to information for all of the vendors that they need. And then to continue engagement with potential clients after the show, we've made it so you could catch leads that would have walked away because the chat stats, the contact information, it's going to be given to you. So anybody that reached out to do a live chat, you're going to get that contact information. We're going to send out an invitation for them to join the Knoxville Brides Facebook group for more expert advice so you can continue to brand yourself within our group. And we're going to increase the points of contacts with leads. So typically you get maybe a name, a wedding date, their fake wedding email that they rarely check, and if you're lucky, a phone number. We're going after them on Facebook, them on Instagram, a live chat, and then also direct to calendar in-person appointments. We're also going to lessen the time and expense required to participate. So I already told you there's not too much involved for the bride to have to be able to participate as far as travel time and money. But for the vendors, there's no setup, no load in, no load out. There's no additional labor to create and style a physical booth, no props, no print materials, and no location fee or event staff. And what that means is for every dollar you pay, we can spend more of that on advertising to get the brides to see your business, not to pay for the location, air conditioning, electricity, and event staff to lug your stuff. So costs and fees. BrideLink members always get a discount on everything that we do, and so their cost is $375. Non-members are $599. So the return on investment, I told you we could guarantee a return on investment. Your cost to enter the show includes a basic vendor video and a marketing PDF that's been graphic designed for you. Our basic vendor video includes at least 25 pictures that you select, as well as a voiceover and any testimonials that you want. You also get to meet with one of our BrideLink administrators to kind of go over your video, customize what you want, and do the best video for what fits your company. Because we don't want all the videos to look the same, and we don't want them to look like commercials. The marketing PDF is something that you could also take the file over to your local print shop and have them print off rack cards or postcards or any materials that you might hand out at a physical show. So that way the marketing PDF will serve you for the show, but also after the show, you can continue to use that to show off your business. We do have a pro promo marketing PDF upgrade. It's $75 for a custom design, and that means that you want a little bit more out of your marketing PDF. Maybe you want a double-sided trifold or something that's really custom. And then a pro promo video upgrade, it's between $600 to $900 on top of the fee for the booth. The reason why is if you want somebody to say, come out to your venue and film on site and have a drone, that's not something I do. I'll leave that to the professionals. And so we've worked out special pricing with local videographers that are local to the wedding community. They're well versed in what a bride is looking for, and they would be able to help you with your pro promo video. So when is the show? It's going to be held on Sunday, August 19th, 2018 from 12 to 6 p.m. Second Chance Tuesday is August 21st from 6 to 9 p.m. And if you look at that time frame, what we've done is double the amount of time that you get to sell your business to your client. So I want to give you a sneak peek of the site. Okay, so this is the Online Bridal Show preliminary site. We've tried to make it as simple as possible for a client to be able to understand. This video that we're creating here is actually going to tell the client how to navigate the site and how the show works. That way they don't miss a thing. If they don't click the video, there's also a button that says how this works that plays the video for them. So there's no question about how this whole thing works. And of course, vendors are the most important, so they can search for vendors right here. When you scroll down, you'll see first the online fashion show. I'll click on this. This will be different videos of filmed fashion shows from our local wedding boutiques. we've made it so all of the vendors that are participating actually get credit right below the video, because we want to make sure that the gowns are highlighted, but so is the tuxedo company, the florist that's doing the flowers, and also hair and makeup. Now, let me tell you, we randomly picked vendors for this preliminary website. So if you see yourself on here and you didn't sign up for the bridal show, we know that, but we were just trying to make it so it was easily understood what the bridal show was going to be all about. We also have pictures here that are going to represent the dresses that are actually going to be in the fashion show. So if a bride sees a dress that she likes, she can learn more about the dress below here. And this would take you to our show specials that have to do with the vendors that are doing the fashion show. And if we go back to home, we've got our prizes and giveaway section. And here you can choose the different types of prizes that you want to look for based on the category that you're interested in. And this little thing here signifies that this is a BrideLink member, and all a bride would have to do is click to enter, and you would automatically get their email information. From when they bought a ticket, they're going to give us some contact information. So that's going to include their email, their wedding date, their phone number, as well as their first and last name. And then they can also get a second entry into the prize raffles by tagging your business in their own Instagram feed. What we're hoping there is, first of all, you'll be on the Instagram feed of somebody that's within your target market, and hopefully they have friends that see it that are getting engaged or getting married soon that might want to hire you. Second of all, what we want is they post your special that's going on in their Instagram feed, and one of their friends that's engaged sees it and realizes there's an online bridal show going on right then, and because there's no barrier to enter the show, they just hop online, they hop on and enter the show, and we've caught the information from another bride that could be a potential lead and a potential client for us. So the next thing that we can look at is our vendor pages. So this would be like looking at your physical booth if it was a physical bridal show. So let me click on the vendor page for Heartland Meadows. So there's going to be a cover photo here, and then you can have a small little advertising sentence or paragraph here. This is where your video is housed. So this is what we really consider your booth. Where it says more info, that's going to be your downloadable PDF. And what I love about that is the fact that the bride has to download it. So now you're on her computer. So she can find you, you're at her fingertips. Anytime she's looking for information about a business like yours, you're already downloaded on her computer. Chat is our live chat feature. So you would be able to, you see the contact us down here too. That's another part of the live chat. You would be able to converse with your bride in real time, up to 10 brides at a time with the live chat feature. We have this button that says hire us, where you'll get an email that says, hey, we loved what we saw at the online bridal show. We'd love to hire you. And what we've decided to do is actually separate this button into two buttons, kind of like it is over here, and include another button that's going to allow the bride to automatically book an appointment with you. So that way, if they need some more information, or they're on the fence, or they're wanting something custom and they need to talk to you about it first, they can go ahead and book an appointment with you. That appointment scheduling system allows you to set the parameters of when you're going to take appointments, and also what type of appointment is it going to be. Is it a 15-minute phone call, or is it a 1 hour, in studio consultation? So that's all up to you as the vendor. It's your preference, and they can just automatically book appointments straight to your calendar. Then this would lead you straight to the show special site where I showed you earlier where all the shows were. So this would lead straight to your specific show specials. We also have some scrolling pictures here where you can show more pictures about what you do and the services that you offer. And then we also have a segment here that links to your business page on Facebook, because we want you to be seen on Instagram. We want you to be seen on Facebook. as well. And again, we're just trying to make it so you have as many contacts as possible with the bride and the groom, so that way later you can reach out to them in multiple different ways. So let's go back to home. I'll show you just a little bit more. So the shop's not set up yet. It's under construction, so I'm not going to click on it. But basically, in the shop, we're going to have T-shirts that say "wifey" and "bride" and "fiance" and "bride to be," as well as monogrammed robes and bags. We are going to open the shop early with a 20% off discount up until the day of the show, and a discounted purchase price for admission for a bride. What we're trying to do is incentivize brides to buy tickets early so we can get a head count as early as possible and make sure there's a reason for you to come to the Online Bridal Show, check it out and see what it's all about, and keep coming back the day of the show to talk to vendors. We also have our advice section here, which is going to link directly to the BrideLinks website with information about every facet of planning your wedding. Of course, we're looking for members to give us some great advice so we can not only feature you in your vendor booth, but we can also feature you in our advice columns. And you can just submit advice to us and we will place it here so that way you can be found another way. We're trying to make it so a bride wants to return to the BrideLink website as much as possible. Also, this video here is part of our bridal guide called the Bride Guide that they can use to plan their wedding. And so that gives them a little bit of information about using our bridal guide to be able to plan the wedding, plus the advice that we have located here. So there's 2 different ways to get advice from the Online Bridal Show, and it's all free, and it all encourages the bride to continue to use the BrideLink to plan their wedding. So as far as scrolling here where it says venues, when you continue to scroll down, you'll start to see other categories. So below venues might be photographers and then caterers. So if they don't pay attention to anything on the website, they don't listen to how this works, they don't watch the video, and they just start scrolling, then all the vendors will be right there on the front page. We are giving preference to our BrideLink members, so they'll be placed first with this little icon letting you know they're a BrideLink member. Everybody that's not a BrideLink member would be after our members. So if that makes sense. So not only do you get a discount as a member, but you also get preference on where you're positioned within the Online Bridal Show. We tried to make this website as easy to use as possible and really easy to navigate, because what we wanted to do was take away the time and expense involved for both the vendor and the client to be able to attend a bridal show and just go ahead and connect you guys in as many ways as possible. As always, we would love to hear your comments and questions and your input about the Online Bridal Show and the BrideLink in general. So if you've got the time to reach out, just email me at admin@thebridlink.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you're interested in joining us for the Online Bridal Show or just joining the BrideLink in general, again, my email is admin@thebridlink.com. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video today. I hope that I gave you all the information you need to be as excited about the Online Bridal Show as I am. If you have any questions, I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you have a great day.